Sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you please sign the little receipt? Send
Yep.
it back to me and you're good to go, okay?
All right.
Thank you.